So welcome to the first podcast.
Yo, we in here.
You guys know who these guys are. Colton, Vinny,
Yep.
Kevon.
What's going on?
You guys already know who I am, obviously. But, yeah, man, this is the first podcast. So we're actually going to talk about Jake Paul and Nate Robinson and the Mike Tyson-Roy Jones Jr. fight. But really, what stole the show in my eyes was Jake Paul and Nate Robinson.
Man.
Talk about a vicious knockout.
Yeah.
Yo.
Rockabye baby, huh?
Man.
It was basically like watching a street fight video. It's pretty much as exciting as that.
Yeah.
Where only one person knew what they were doing?
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Pick the, that's what happens when you pick the fight with the wrong person. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it's usually the person who's talking shit first who gets the ass beat.
That is true.
And I do understand why Nate underestimated him. It makes sense. You got this ego, dude. You're an NBA star.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing, but dude, yeah, you got all that in your head, and I understand why he underestimated him. It makes sense to me.
Stick to your leg.
This kid ain't gonna beat me.
Remember when MJ did golf?
He said he was going to shock the world.
I did Looney Tunes.
He did say he was going to shock the world.
Oh man.
Which honestly, even if he won in the first 5 seconds, I don't know if that would have shocked the world because Jake Paul is Jake Paul. It's not like he's knocking out Muhammad Ali or something.
And he did have two weak opponents before that, so yeah, I guess I could see why he would underestimate him. But at the same time, it's just a classic case of the guy that's just so cocky. It's like the rabbit in the tortoise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The tortoise in the hair.
Whatever, you know.
I'm sorry.
The tortoise in the hair. Like
Yeah.
he was overconfident and he got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing else to say about the result, but I really didn't know too much about the lead up to the fight. Personally, like I hear about Jake Paul boxing and stuff. I never really took him serious. And
I saw some of his sparring highlights. Sorry to interrupt you. Like I saw him drop I think 2 people in his sparring sessions.
He dropped him in the sparring session.
Yeah, so which is a little vicious,
OD,
for sparring. But so I was like, okay, right off the bat when we were watching it, I was like, yeah, I got $5 on Jake Paul. So
Damn, it was that bad.
Yeah, but then I still wasn't sure because Nate Robinson, I've always been just from his physique when he was playing basketball. I was always like, dude, that dude looks like a bad motherfucker. But
True, looks apparently you're deceiving.
yeah,
He was a little man in the NBA and he was the guy that had all the heart. But
yeah,
I guess when it comes to boxing, it doesn't matter about how much heart you got. You still get knocked out.
Make him sound like a mascot or something.
God,
You might as well, then. He was fighting that guy from that video where he's just like, what is that? What is that? That's what he reminded me of.
dude, fucking Roy Jones started doing that.
Yeah, okay.
He did start.
That's another topic. So
yeah.
talk about an embarrassment.
Man.
Honestly, the only thing that saved him is that he had some boxing IQ. Otherwise, I think it would have been another knockout for sure.
Yeah.
He was just running the whole time.
He was running and he kept doing a volley as if he was doing Wing Chun.
Mike was ready.
Like he kept doing that volley.
Mike was ready. It looked like he ain't left the ring. Like you said, he ain't been there 15, 16 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
looked like he ain't left the ring.
He was looking scary.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Doesn't he look scary?
I mean, that's true, but his head movement was on point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had some good slips.
He
in
was
there.
square.
He was ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was ready for that fight. Back to Jake Paul and Nate Robinson. Like, honestly, I think he's kind of feeling himself too much. Actually, now Jake Paul.
Oh,
calling out Conor McGregor. Like
he's been feeling himself too much.
Damn.
But
Yeah.
definitely this. Yeah.
like that's okay. You knocked out Nate Robinson, who never boxed in his life.
You didn't look like you knew what he was doing or nothing. You're
Not at
going
all.
against Connor. You're a paper tiger, man.
How many rounds did Conor last
respect
with Floyd?
Connor.
All the way. It went to decision. No, never
he
mind.
got
No.
knocked out.
Yeah.
He got knocked out,
I
too.
think it went. Was it 5 out of 7 rounds? I think.
He lasted pretty long.
Yeah.
It was 8 rounds total, I thought.
But didn't
At
he
least
last
for
5?
I think he lasted at least 5. Because
Something like that. Yeah.
and the fact that he did that with Floyd, who is arguably the best
Oh,
defensive
yeah.
boxer of all time,
Yeah.
that's pretty impressive. Like, I was still impressed even though he got knocked out, regardless. And Jake Paul thinks he can go toe-to-toe with him? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Yeah,
Got another thing coming.
boxing knockout. Yeah.
Or just MMA madman. Like, you know.
Oh yeah, it would have been a TKO in MMA, but no, like Nate Robinson knocked out completely cold. Like that's a knockout,
But he was asleep, like.
So,
dude.
we were looking at...
Yeah, he took a 10-second nap before that. Like
Yeah, he did.
Bro, yeah.
3-piece combo. Jake knew what he was doing.
Oh, he definitely knew what he was doing. He was prepared for that.
Yeah.
So it was actually, we were looking a little bit into, like, what caused this. Because it seemed like, to me, the way Nate was going into it, it was like he was actually beefing with it. Like, he wanted to take his head off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
it looked like it was more than just a regular boxing match. Like, he did not seem like he had his composure.
No.
Later on, you know, come to find out he was only training for 3 months. But still, it's
Damn.
like...
Who trained you to do that for 3 months? Going for hugs or tackles, punching. Yeah, I
Yeah.
see that with he just was aggressive.
I
I've seen that before in like elementary school.
And I didn't hear his corner yelling to correct that.
They didn't correct anything.
Like they must have been yelling something else, but I didn't hear them correct. Dude, like he wouldn't stick and move. And it's funny because Snoop Dogg says, "I never was taught to keep pushing forward. I always would punch and pull back, punch and pull back." He's like, do I not know what I'm saying here? And the other commentator's like, "No, you sound correct." And then you see Jake Paul. Jake Paul would punch. He'd like throw a far jab and then jump back
He
from
was
the counter.
way more disciplined.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
But if I'm not mistaken, like when it comes to boxing, there's just so much into it that you can't really learn too much in 3 months.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
you
It seems
can't.
like a sit and
Come
duck
on,
in there.
man.
But after 3
But yeah.
months, I'm not going to Naruto run at him like 13 times.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I would expect an NBA player to have some good footwork.
He had no footwork.
Yeah, he had
cardio.
no footwork. He was dead in the
He was
water.
running after him and
Yeah.
swinging
Swing.
like a, I don't know.
Toddler.
Yeah. yeah.
Yeah, like Colton was saying, like when he would box his cousin when he was younger, he would keep running into tackle.
We'd wrestle and do dumb shit. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wish Jake Paul would have sat on him or something. I don't know.
So some people are saying that they should do a rematch. Would you guys watch that? Would you pay for that? Or
I wouldn't.
$50
I wouldn't.
again.
I wouldn't
But it
care
was
about a
for
rematch,
Tyson.
to be honest.
I feel like he kind of has to though to redeem his honor.
No, he needs to do a couple
Yeah.
fights to redeem himself.
He does, but like, dude, he's been
And-
getting trolled
Kyron,
constantly on social media. That's all that I see, man.
he earned it. Don't
I
look
feel like
a
it
goober.
might just go. What is? Are they going to give him 2 years to prepare? Like it might just go the same way. I know Jake's only going to plateau with his skills, but when they give Nate more time to prepare, I don't think he's going to catch up.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
I just if they give him enough time. Look, if they say in 2 years you're fighting again, sure they could probably equalize it. But
He should watch that fight like over and over again until he learns his lesson.
yeah, but Jake's going to be different by then.
This
He's going to
true.
be better, probably.
Yeah. He'll
Well,
probably
not
go
just for him. You should look at himself.
Jake
fight.
will have already beaten Conor McGregor by then. You know?
Shut up. No way that's
I
happening.
know. Dude, if Conor was like really needed the money, maybe that would happen, but I don't see that happening.
I don't
at
see
all.
why he would even waste his time.
Yeah.
He's cloud chasing. He wants that.
I'm
Already
ready for
famous.
this.
Yeah, but more people are going to be talking about it.
Dude, Connor's worried about getting another title in the UFC. He's not worried about Jake Paul on social media.
I
dude.
can't wait for his next fight against a bus full of people.
Jeez.
That's what I'm excited for.
Or he throws a dolly.
I hope.
And that's another thing.
Dollies
Conor
are
is
heavy, man.
Connor is insane.
Yeah.
He's an insane dude. Nice guy, from what I hear. But if you piss him off, he's nuts.
Yeah, he's going to get in your head, and
That's
yeah,
it.
it's-
Another thing, mind games.
yeah, it's going to be like Cape
It's a
Fear.
whole-
Counselor? Counselor? Could you be there?
Well, that's what Jake Paul's there for. He's got the memes.
Yeah, Jake Paul
He's
does.
got the memes.
Look what happened after an A.
all right,
Just getting his head cut off with dank memes.
Jake Paul is a troll, but I don't think Jake Paul's on Conor McGregor's level of charisma and trolling people.
Definitely
on the spot.
not.
The
Because,
mental
like-
warfare is not even close.
Yeah,
Nah.
But it isn't like he isn't unprepared in other respects. He's a Paul. They ain't got no respect. No, I'm joking. Sorry. No.
Also, I did love Jake Paul's intro song, his walkout song. I loved it. That was fucking great. Just the way to troll an NBA player is Lil Bow Wow, we playing basketball. And then dribbling while you're walking to the fucking... Dude, it was great.
This stuff after the fight that he said made me like him a lot.
Oh,
I was like, hell yeah. Sure, it's a little goobery, but damn, did I respect it. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
So I actually tried to watch one of his videos because I've never really known who they are. Like, I've heard them. I feel like everyone's heard who they are. But I never watched any other videos. And apparently this dude has like 20 million subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
But the videos, to be honest, it's just a bunch of garbage in my opinion. No offense, but
It's for a
the
younger
videos are
audience.
the videos are trash.
Yeah, it's for a younger audience, and kids,
I
they're
just don't
looking
get
for
it.
certain things, like, man, I don't like to use the word douche, but yeah, it's the
It's just douche
yeah.
vlogs.
Yeah.
A bunch of sexual innuendos.
Okay.
He's like has this rap music
Yeah.
going like I don't know.
YouTube.
Speaking of rap music, have you guys heard Bitch Lasagna?
What?
Yeah, yeah. PewDiePie's the best YouTube rap artist. There is,
Honestly,
hands down.
forget epic rap battles of history.
I heard it was Rice Gum, but
No,
Who? That guy.
it's great. You got there. Damn, there's a lot you got to catch up on if you're saying Rice Gum's the.
no, I don't think he's that good. I was
'Cause-
just trolling.
Yeah, he's very popular though.
Ray William
YouTube
Johnson's
shit.
still the top YouTuber, right?
Who is the top YouTuber? But
PewDiePie.
And then maybe
how many subscribers does he have?
Over 100 million.
Over 100 million?
Yeah.
Oh man, Jake Paul, you should probably fight him.
It's funny because
If you're
PewDiePie is
looking for some
actually
clout.
like fucking. He's JoJo's ripped now.
He's
totally
jacked?
different. He doesn't look. He went
I thought
from
he
a
was,
part
like,
8
skinny.
JoJo's character to a part 3 JoJo's character.
Jeez.
Yeah, dude, when you got
I'm
that
joking.
YouTube money,
Oh, okay.
you got he's way
pretty
more
jacked
cut.
up.
He's cut, but he's not Jotaro.
He's not big, but he's definitely like
Jotaro.
he's more than average. I'd say.
I was gonna say, Jake Paul's pretty ripped.
Oh yeah,
I'd say he's probably
Yeah.
pretty
Jake Paul
comparable to
would-
JoJo's character.
no
He's
disrespect.
getting there.
Yeah.
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 No disrespect to PewDiePie, but like right now, if they both hopped off the couch, yeah, Jake Paul would win hands down. But like, dude, Jake Paul and Logan Paul,
can't
ever
see
since
PewDiePie
Vine,
punch.
they have their videos where they're fucking doing backflips in 7-second videos and shit like that. I don't do that shit, and they've just been so athletic. Mm-hmm. Always, they've always been staying up on their athleticism.
I mean, good for them, I guess.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They
Good
don't
for
want
them.
to see me
They're
on the
healthy
court
as all
or in
get out.
football. No, I'm just playing. I'm just
I'm
joking.
sure they wouldn't, honestly.
Ball you up, dog.
Yeah.
You guys don't play volleyball, though.
Yeah.
Can't
But,
volley for shit. No, sorry.
But yeah, no, so before that fight started, Jake Paul was saying, Nate's kids, if you're watching, please don't watch the fight. Please, it's going to be bad, it's going to be bloody, please don't watch the fight. And
He was
not.
really saying that? Was
Yeah,
he,
he-
like being serious or was he just trolling?
He was wearing a fucking Super Saiyan wig while saying this.
Okay, so he was clearly trolling.
A little bit of both. He was telling the truth. Honestly,
Ended 5.
I wouldn't want to beat up some dad in front of his kids. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Only his old
I
lady.
mean, apparently he wasn't
and
trolling.
now it's all across the internet for those kids to see too, which is
Yeah.
I
crazy.
mean, it didn't matter either way. They were going
Or
to
Travis
find
Scott.
out. you
Yeah.
know?
Damn.
And he did say, I'm going to dribble Nate's head off the canvas. And he fucking did that 3 times.
Shit.
I like how he used dribble.
Yeah. Oh,
Because he's a
dude.
basketball
He went
player.
NBA mockery all the way on this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, he did.
But my thing is like, okay, if you're Nate Robinson, right?
Yeah.
Where do you go from here?
Hiding.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
Damn.
You
Like, do
bribe
you-
Travis Scott to go out in public with the Batman suit, so this all blows over.
Yeah, really.
So he's just drive the shit out of him.
I think eventually it will boil over, but for the time being, you've had one of the most vicious knockouts in the sport of boxing.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's up there, huh?
I don't know about the
It's up
history,
to-
but he sure as hell got slapped around.
Bro, that was a
hard.
vicious knockout, dude.
Yeah.
For the time being, yeah, like
That was pretty vicious.
it outshined
Yeah.
all the other professionals, and
Yeah.
this is his third fight, and it's.
I
like,
mean, granted, they're retired and like.
yeah, but there was
they-
other professionals before them.
Oh, they were professional.
There was
Okay, so
prelim
I didn't.
fights,
I didn't
so-
actually watch all of that. I just really saw the Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. fight. To be honest,
Oh, they had a few fights?
Yeah,
Oh,
there's yeah. there's
We were
one
watching
of them
Aliens
fights.
instead, and then Dane brought Paul, and then we were like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was worth it. It was a good
Yeah.
fight.
We tuned in just in time.
Just in time.
okay.
Oh, okay.
And then you got here just in time.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about that fight actually, because I feel like we pretty much covered the Jake Paul situation.
Yeah,
So Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. What were your guys' take on that?
I feel like Mike was holding back. That's how honestly
You think
how
so?
I feel about it. Yeah, because like I feel like he pulled every right hook or left hook he threw at Roy Jones' face. I feel like he pulled it. Like I felt like he was holding back
So,
on those face punches. Like,
on a few of them, he was trying to clean his ass up on a few of them.
That's what I was thinking.
yeah,
Like,
later.
a few of them that he missed, he followed through, and it was
Yeah.
just like, you can tell it was there. I was like, you lucky
Yeah.
you didn't connect on that one.
Yeah, you are right
On a
about
few
that.
of them, but yeah, you're right. He was holding back because, like you said, he was trying to go the distance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at the end, he was like, you know, you guys always say I'm always knocking him out, so I went 8 rounds. So
That is
Yeah.
true. He did say that.
yeah, he said that. You know,
He bruised his ribs pretty bad, though. I'm sure.
yeah,
I'm sure he's got some bruises.
you know, but he was like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roy
The bruises
Jones-
probably went through to his back.
Man,
Oh,
I'm
for sure.
telling you.
Roy Jones just looked like an old man,
Yeah,
and I didn't know how long was he retired. Like a couple years, like
they
3.
said 3
Only
years.
3.
They said
Only
like
3 years.
Yeah,
How do you get in such bad shape in 3 years?
man, I don't know,
Dude, I can do it.
You can get in bad shape
Oh,
in 3
yeah.
years. I mean, yeah, but still, it's like,
just
Bro,
fell
you know how
off.
easy it is to get into bad shape?
but okay. So
It's the
you know
easiest.
that you are a professional boxer, though, 3 years ago. So you know it's pretty fresh on your mind.
Yeah.
maybe not.
You're about to fight Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, we all know, one of the legends in the sport. Roy Jones Jr., a legend in his own right. But Mike Tyson, he's
Even
coming
his
in,
head.
and I'm thinking as soon as I hear his name, and I saw those highlights,
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's trying to knock my head off.
yeah, exactly.
So you should be
Heads rolling.
taking this fight very serious. Condition like you're fighting basically a championship bout.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I feel like Roy
You're
Jones,
fighting for your life, dude.
Roy Jones didn't do that.
because it was like round 3. Sat down, like beginning of round, they ended round 2. He's sitting down. He like got his eyes closed. I'm like, oh, buddy, tired.
Sweating
Yeah.
profusely.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, buddy was tired as hell.
Yeah, Roy was very tired, and he wasn't pushing as much as Mike Tyson was. I think Mike Tyson conditioned way better, which is not.
Yeah,
It's not always happening like that. Even in Mike Tyson's prime, other guys would normally outcondition him.
I mean, I don't know if you've seen the videos, man, but they were showing him with his trainer, and his trainer was getting tired.
Yeah,
Tyson,
that's why I felt like he was holding back because like it showed him
Yeah.
younger hitting the punch bag, then it showed him today hitting that water bag, and I was like, Jesus fucking, like would have killed me, and then somehow Roy was still. Dude, I got to give my props to Roy because those liver shots he held up.
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah,
Yeah, I
He
think
was
that's why
taking-
Tyson gave him
Yeah.
props. He was just like, man, you took it.
Yeah,
Because it's like, I
Those
felt
are
those.
Tyson
Bruh,
punches.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
Like, get out of here.
Those are
Exactly.
That's the last thing I want to be.
breaking.
I would rather be hit by a train than a Tyson punch. 'Cause
You
I'll
see,
be out
he was
of it.
coming with here with it too. He was like,
Yeah.
He was cocking it back.
yeah,
Yeah.
You could see him just like, oh, fuck.
And you could hear him too, like he had a growl with every fucking left hook. He would step in and just man. And Roy took that shit.
Oh, he took it. Yeah.
Took it to a draw.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah.
is the most controversial draw
Yeah.
that I've ever seen. I feel like Tyson dominated that fight.
He did.
Definitely.
He did.
And then Roy Jones was like trying to showboat a little bit, I guess, to show that he wasn't.
I think that was points he was gathering. That volley, those were inaccurate. That was just throwing at his glove. He was hitting his gloves too with those volleys.
But you count those as points? Like, seriously?
I wouldn't, but I think he was trying to collect points. He was trying to.
I mean, he
last.
is a vet.
He was trying to last and collect points. Just trying to survive and
He
collect points.
he didn't look. It was ineffective,
Man.
honestly. They should really, in my opinion, when it came to that particular match, they should have based it on the effectiveness of the punches, not the showmanship.
That's like what Muay Thai.
Yeah,
If it shows how effective your attack was, that's when you get points.
right.
They don't do that in boxing, unfortunately.
I don't understand
It's just a
that.
connect.
Yeah.
Damn.
The stats on the Jake Paul and Nate fight, it would say like 38 punches thrown, 8 landed.
Yeah, I saw that. They were very inaccurate that entire
Yes,
fight. Because
yes.
Jake Paul had 8
Damn.
punches, but then I thought about it, I was like, wow, he knocked that dude out in 8 punches.
Yeah.
He kind of just knocked that dude out in 8 punches.
Damn.
But it was like I think Nate Robinson had like 50 or something, connected on like 20%.
Yeah.
Jake Paul connected on like, I think it was like 30%. Both terrible accuracy.
Yeah.
I don't know if they showed it for the Mike Tyson fight though. I don't remember it.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Wow.
But they just showed the points. One of the judges was like all towards Mike Tyson.
That's what I saw,
on the
too.
Points, yep. Still a draw somehow.
You guys are gonna help me become a full-blown alcoholic.
Is it really that good?
It's like it doesn't really.
It doesn't at all. Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It just goes with it. Yeah.
It's like I put like what Crown Royal and hot cocoa. You taste the Crown. This I'm like, huh. I don't know if I went as ham as you did, but Johnny Walker.
But yeah, did they say they're gonna have rematch?
Who? Roy Jones and Mike?
Yeah.
So Mike was saying we should do it again.
Yeah.
And then Roy, it seemed like he was avoiding it, and then he was just like, I mean, if my family says it, then, yeah, we'll go ahead and do a rematch. But I don't think he wants that smoke.
Nah. He
I
don't.
'Cause
I
at
personally
first-
don't think he wants
He did.
any of that.
Yeah.
No part of
I
it.
don't think he does either. But when they said it's a draw, he's like, heck no, I'm not good with a draw. I wear draws, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
something like that. And
That was weak. I'm
I was
sorry.
like,
Yeah.
I agree with him, but yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
I immediately thought that was posturing, and then when Mike said we could do it again, that
took
posture
him a
kind of
while.
disappeared.
Yeah.
So only
Come on,
time
you
we
just
saw.
got fucking I don't know. 8 minutes, 16 minutes with Mike Tyson in a ring. No, be running.
Yeah. He was kind of doing
That's
that.
what he
first.
was doing the
He
whole
was doing-
time.
yeah,
He was
He's
clinching and
pulling
running.
8, I guess.
And then he was tired because he didn't even have his hands up. He was like this. I'm like, oh man, pick
But
your
there was
hands
just
up.
too much hugging.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what I
over
didn't
it.
like.
They need
Yeah.
to ban hugging from the sport.
I mean, I don't mind the hugging. It's just, it was
You don't
excessive.
like it?
It was
It's
excessive.
always excessive.
It was like watching the Floyd
I
Mayweather
mean, but like
Manny
Vin
Pacquiao
said, it was a
fight
few
away.
times he could have just caught him because man, Mike still got it. He was in here with it.
Yeah.
It was because he was trying to rush him, but he was breaking it up. So I bet you it was a couple times he probably could have hugged him and just boop,
I
clean
think
him.
he was looking for he was trying to set him up, but they were saying he's not letting Mike Tyson set up any combos. Like they kept saying that.
yeah.
Every time he
Yeah,
started getting
true.
going, he wrapped him.
Yeah, he did.
Because if he kept doing it, he would have got him.
He would've
I think
got
he
him.
would have cleaned his
Yeah,
clock.
he would have cleaned
For
it.
sure.
Yeah, you're right.
And Roy, I'm sorry, Roy just could not do anything
Nah,
effective. Like
he
he got a
wasn't very
couple good jabs, and even the announcer, like he asked was it the announcer, like whoever that guy was,
Commentator.
commentator.
John Stamos. Whoever that guy is.
They had
Whoever that guy
Snoop
was.
Dogg, Israel.
Adesanya.
No, I'm
Yeah.
talking about the pretty boy.
Oh, Mario Lopez.
Lopez.
Oh yeah.
Oh
No,
yes.
George
That guy's
Lopez.
everywhere.
George.
They should have got George
Carmen!
Lopez.
I
I would have
love
liked him more as a host. But they asked like Mike, was like, did any of those punches hurt? And he was like, he sat there and thought for a second, was like, yeah, he caught me with the hook. And he's like, and did it hurt? He's like, yes, it did hurt. But Roy Jones was like, yeah, man, those punches, man, those rib shots, man, all of them hurt. Everything hurts. So that's what I was like. When he headbutts, when he punches you, everything hurts.
You gotta have guts. Even Steve-O freaking ducked it out. Sorry,
Steve-O got a
Steve-O.
broken nose.
No,
yeah.
he did.
Yeah, no,
He
because
did.
Steve-O ran into his fist. Could you imagine if Mike Tyson actually fucking swung? Dude, that would have hospitalized Steve-O.
Yeah.
He would have had a fractured eye socket,
Yeah.
all that. He's broken a man's jaw in the ring.
He's also broken ribs.
Oh,
But
yeah.
when does
yeah,
Steve-O
so
care
it's like-
about himself anymore? You know?
Dude,
Dude,
Steve-O
he's a married man, dude. He's
yeah,
a great guy.
He's sober. He's
I'm
got
talking 10 years ago when this happened.
He probably
he was
isn't
still
totally-
going through sobriety.
He was.
Yeah.
He has had a long journey.
Oh yeah, definitely.
On the roast, yeah, because Mike Tyson stood there and Steve-O just fucking ran and charged that shit.
That doesn't...
And broke his nose.
Yeah.
Dude, you
Okay.
could have done that by running
Imagine-
into a door.
Alright, but you're not going to hold a stiff shoulder like that when someone runs at it. That's Mike Tyson holding a stiff shoulder.
And I want to say he hadn't been boxing for a while or training.
You could have
Yeah.
ran into a car and broke his nose too. That's all I'm saying.
Look,
Yeah,
getting
but
punched by Mike
what
Tyson.
I'm trying to get at is Mike Tyson only held it out. He didn't he held back. Imagine if Mike Tyson just gave him a right hook to the fucking face.
That's what I want.
That's a whole different story.
I'm sorry.
Are you not a Steve-O fan?
I am a great Steve-O fan, actually.
You
Yeah.
are.
I am, but I know a dodge when I see you. I'm
Okay.
sorry. No, I'm gonna get punched.
No,
by
Mike
fucking
Tyson was dodging
bro.
a lawsuit. That's
So
what
you're
Mike
calling
Tyson
him out
was.
because you feel like it should have been more.
This was like a decade ago, but yes.
You feel like it should.